Just let us adore you. Okay, now let's get into the anecdote. Sorry for all the delays, everyone. Just had to make sure that I'm properly, healthy and hearty as we get into voice acting. So, anecdote: the lady's etiquette. Sotheby's anecdote. Oh, it's only 6 chapters. Okay, so relatively short. Part 1: Dining etiquette. First, then finally, the order matters, the arrangement matters, and the materials matter. Wait, what was that you said, darling? Today's Code of Conduct, Revised Edition, Chapter 1: Dining Etiquette. When attending formal dining occasions, one must wear a hat and gloves.
Do I really need to wear a hat to Miss Sotheby's dining party? I've never been to such a high class event before.
Hang on, I'm gonna hide it a bit. Oh, Eagle's wearing her Laplace uniform. Nice.
Hmm, no. Think again, think again.
The desire to meet the standards of others is one that even a child isn't spared from. The nervous little girl takes off her scout cap, reluctantly putting it back in the closet.
Maybe I should change it to something else. Mr. Apple's Complete Guide to Education and Social Etiquette says it's important to follow the dress code of a formal dinner.
Oh, he's not wearing a coat.
That's right. You have to be meticulous in how you present yourself to avoid leaving a bad impression.
She rummages through her things and pulls out a crumpled little dress, a birthday gift from her father when she was 11. Aww. Even during the height of the war, her father planned out every gift his daughter would receive at each age. Oh, because he knew he would be dead. Or he might die. She wiped the sweat off her palms onto her skirt as she looked at herself in the mirror.
That's strange. There should be a pussy bow here. A cute, soft one. Perfect for a dinner party. But what if I pick two leaves from outside and fashion them into a bow?
Hey, good idea.
No, I mustn't think like that. A scout would never damage public property.
I mean, if it's on the ground, it's okay. The alarm cuts to her deliberations, reminding her of how little time she has left to decide.
Oh well, time's up.
She stops the alarm and dives out the door. When attending important events, one must never be late or early.
Miss Sotheby? Where is Miss Sotheby's room? Oh, goodness. Slow down, child.
I'm gonna start reading those excerpts from the book in Sir Apple's voice as much as I can now. Hello, Mr. Son.
Ah, Miss Eagle. Come on now, dear. The more anxious you are, the more you ought to relax. Take a deep breath and slow down.
Miss Wasson smiled as she watched Eagle regulate her breathing. Her little flushed face gradually returned to its normal color.
Sorry, Miss Masson. I didn't mean to be rushing around. It's just that Miss Sotheby invited me to their dinner party, and I have to be on time.
Miss Wasson checks her watch.
A dinner party? Hmm. Then you might well be late already. Generally, A formal dinner party starts at 8 o'clock sharp. It is now 8:01. You would be.
Before she can finish her sentence, Eagle has already dashed off down the hallway. Cutlery must be arranged according to the specific standards at any formal dinner party. Knives and spoons are placed on the right, while forks must be placed on the left.
La la di da. Teaspoon, egg spoon, melon spoon, grapefruit spoon.
This room is always lively, hosting parties and dinners for all kinds of friends. The hostess of the room is wearing a fancy green satin hat, and her jewelry shows the signature sparkle of the Corona Borealis brand. Her heels clack as she makes her way around the table to arrange the cutlery. Footsteps echo from the hallway, growing louder as they approach.
Reporting. I'm so sorry. It's my first time attending such a fancy dinner party, and I'm afraid of making mistakes. I studied every page of the Complete Guide to Education and Social Etiquette, but the rules are still so complicated for me. Wait, no. A good scout should never make excuses for their mistakes. I've broken the etiquette rules, so go ahead and punish me. I'll do 100 push-ups. No, 1,000. Come sit. Are you talking to Louisa or Louise?
The twins, Lisa and Louise, at the table, eagerly waiting for dinner to start. The hostess of the room spins around and stops in front of Eagle. Little Scout's ears turn red with embarrassment.
Oh, you're here. How wonderful to see you, my dear friend.
She gives Eagle a welcoming smile. One must stand behind one's chair and wait for the host or hostess to sit first. When entering and leaving one's seat, one must enter from the left and exit from the right. Eagle stands behind her chair, nervously waiting for the hostess to sit down.
Huh? What's that grumbling sound? It can't be a carpuncle lifting its fur, so it must be someone's stomach growling.
The dissipation seems ready to speak, as everyone is waiting for dinner to begin. Eagle swallows, wondering what delicious food they'll be feasting on. Sotheby turns around, takes her seat, and looks around the room, nodding satisfaction.
All right, let's get started, shall we?
A strange-looking little black doll stumbles out of the kitchen, carrying far more food in its arms than it can possibly handle.
This is our appetizer. Nachos cover the delicious powdered cheese.
Ooh! The doll jumps on the table, scattering nachos everywhere as it frantically pours the chips into Lisa's and Louise's bowls.
Oh, yummy! Go ahead and dip them in the sticky snot syrup. It's delicious.
Having distributed the food, little black doll sadly grabs a nacho and quietly puts it in its mouth. Little Scout's eyes widen.
And these are...
But she quickly falls silent. Apparently, commenting on dishes is also against etiquette.
Next up, we have our mini mischief mint cookies and Papa Rock rainbow candy. Give them a try. They'll come in all sorts of different flavors. Some taste like dragonflies and morning dew, and others make you crow like a frog.
The host continues, overwhelmed by her excitement. Oh, are these all potions?
Oh, and there's more. Does anyone else miss a little bear cookies from the biscuit company?
Nabisco?
I have them. Aren't they cute? This one looks like a snowman. And this one over there. It looks like a poor lizard. Don't you think?
No one dares touch the cutlery. Even the twins exchange puzzled glances.
Oh, oh, and the highly anticipated main course, popping candy popcorn. A unique creation by Sotheby herself. They puff up like little clouds and burst like magical carbonated bubbles. They'll make you want to bounce up and down and you'll see a rainbow. Oh, and paired with these cupcakes, they'll make for a sensational taste experience.
Her introduction is over. Eh? Full course meal. Sotheby gives the little black doll she's infused with an arcane skill.
Thank you, Typhon.
Oh, that's who Typhon is. The doll deflates like a balloon. Before long, it's lying limp on the floor. Sotheby hides it back in her pocket watch.
Eh, excuse me? Is this what we're going to eat now? Of course. Why else will I host a formal dinner party? But, Miss Sotheby, haven't you haven't you noticed these are all snacks? Yes, they are snacks. The greatest snacks ever. So, we're eating snacks for dinner? The officers in the barracks called this energy draining junk food. Junk food? Hmm. If by that you mean amazing delicious, then yes, it's junk food.
She blinks, her natural optimism glowing in her large green eyes, and pours a cookie into her mouth. Meanwhile, the serious little scout holds her knife and fork, staring at the assortment of candy, chocolates, and nachos on her plate, unsure of how to proceed.
Huh? What's wrong? Why aren't you eating? Yes, why aren't you? It's so hard to find snacks like these in the suitcase. I don't want to eat snacks. A scout should focus on nutrition, not candy and chocolate.
Fair enough.
Oh, really? But I've heard what you talk about in your sleep.
Uh oh. Indeed, Eagle's father once left her a bag of Pop Rock rainbow candy, and she indulged in every single one.
Oh, that's...
The guilty little scout is speechless.
Yes. So, I made this for everyone. It wasn't hard. I can mimic the Nabisset Company process to a T.
Eagle looks up in shock at the enthusiastic hostess.
You mean you made all these snacks yourself? Yes. Lady Sotheby made them all by herself.
In the midst of the conversation, no one has noticed that the popping candy popcorn has been slowly expanding all this time. Hot steam starts to rise from it, but Sotheby is too lost in the excitement of the conversation.
Popping candy popcorn is my latest creation, you know. I worked ever so hard on it. It took 38 failed experiments to finally land on the perfect one. But this number 39 is the perfect formula. It has...
Boom. I knew it. The dish at the center of the table explodes, filling the room with smoke.
What? What's happening? It exploded! An explosion? From where? The main course, the hopping candy popcorn. It exploded. Impossible! Popping candy popcorn is the result of long experimentation. It couldn't possibly just... uh, hmm.
She quickly pulls the explosive snack from the depths of the smoke, and throws it out the window, still in disbelief at what has happened. Well, they say cooking is a science. I don't think you're supposed to apply alchemy to cooking. Boom! A blazing night's the wilderness outside.
Will Miss Vernon get mad at us for damaging public property?
Sorrow envelops the room, with some worrying about being scolded by their landlord, and others realizing their 39th experiment has ended in failure.
Oh, why did this happen? The calcium carbonate mixture and bubble essence didn't work together, but I already increased the dosage.
As the thick smoke clears, it reveals a large hole that's been blasted in the walls of Libby's room. On the other side is Sotheby's neighbor, sitting on the edge of her bed. Uh oh. She's extremely thin and pale, and wearing a nightgown. She has a medical drip by her side and bandages on her arms and legs. Oh, Callisto, right? She leans over to look at the scene of the incident. No, Cristallo, sorry.
Um, Sorry to interrupt you, but popcorn is made from corn. What did you say?
The earlier explosion has caused a brief ringing in Sotheby's ears.
It's like this.
The pale girl tries to raise her voice, but the sound that comes from her throat is still faint.
Popcorn is made from corn.
Her gentle nasal voice lingers in the air, before dissipating with the smoke. Lisa and Louise look at Cristallo, soot all over their faces.
Wow,
Sotheby is stunned by this statement.
that's the most interesting thing I've heard for a while.
Oh, because Sotheby used a bunch of other ingredients like calcium bicarbonate or whatever. I see. Part 2, Social Etiquette. The destination we seek, the distant evening ahead, the long anticipated moment. Popping candy popcorn. Once you put it in your mouth, it will dance, fight, drum, or do anything else it wants with your tongue. After all, there were all kinds of little accidents before its final recipe was found, so who knows what might happen? This failure is a great setback, at least for Sotheby.
Madam C has approved our application for repair and subsidy funds. Also, as he performed well in that previous task and solved a number of problems, the Foundation has approved some additional compensation. I am thinking we could use these funds to buy daily snacks. How about that?
There you go, Burton.
Yay, finally! Some real snacks to eat!
This apple. Why don't you always say these snacks at various times? It is said that different snacks have a variety of effects on our emotions. It seems that everyone is delighted with their Hang on, let me try it again. It seems that everyone is delighted with the timekeeper's idea of providing plenty of snacks. All except one.
Um, Miss Sotheby? You look distracted. What are you thinking about? Hmm? Oh, I. Uh, what was I thinking about? Sotheby, could you come with me for a moment?
Cristallo's room.
I don't mind about the damage to the suitcase. It won't take long to fix. But I do wish you would talk to Miss Cristallo. She is still undergoing treatment and really needs a quiet environment to recuperate. Having explosions go off in the room next door isn't really appropriate, is it? No, it isn't. I'm sorry.
She drops her head, the large feather in her hat quivering as she holds back her emotions.
I never thought my dinner party would have such a negative impact. This is not very becoming of a lady.
Cristallo, who is sitting on the bed nearby, slowly closes her book.
Actually, I felt great when I woke up this morning. I think the explosion yesterday may have given me an adrenaline rush. I feel much more energized. Hmm, interesting. I certainly didn't expect that. Look, this is my physical examination report for this morning. Everything is almost up to standard.
A knock at the door interrupts them.
Timekeeper, it's time to go. Madam Z has been waiting for a while. Just a minute, Soneto.
The two girls before her lean against each other, looking up innocently.
Alright, maybe it's best if I'm not here. I hope you two can become friends. Don't worry, we will.
Sotheby returns to her cheerful self. She enjoys taking on tasks. Verton nods, satisfied with her answer. She leaves, closing the door behind her with a soft click. A somewhat restrained silence permeates the room. The two girls exchange looks, kindness and curiosity on their faces. The pale girl breaks the ice.
Snacks, right? No.
Her voice carries both gratitude for the choice of topic and excitement at having had the ice broken.
So, you know that popcorn comes from a tall plant called wild Mexican corn, right?
Sotheby's eyes widen with excitement.
I think it is around 7,000 years ago that these plants were cultivated by the Native Americans. Each corn kernel is encased in a hard shell. As it heats up, the core expands. When the temperature reaches a certain point, the internal pressure exceeds its resistance, causing it to pop. When the hot starch and water vapor meet the cold air outside the shell, it cools quickly and forms a cloud-like shape. Ah, wow! So, if it's not too much trouble, could I have the honor of tasting your popping candy popcorn?
Maybe after a few experiments first. Sotheby looks at her for a long time. A willing victim.
Well, of course.
Police Code of Conduct. Revised Edition. Chapter 2. Social Etiquette. Never lose composure while in company. One must always maintain a ladylike appearance. Sotheby's room.
Careful, careful, careful. The latest batch of experimental popping candy popcorn is here. This time, I've added more cinnamon and toad powder, and a little less belladonna.
Right, alchemy, alchemy.
Aren't the colors pretty? I'm sure that eating this will make you dance with joy. Alright, experiment number 48. If it tastes good, I'll draw a smiley face on the sticky note.
Oh, making the sick patient taste test experimental food. Uh, well, if they're okay with it, it's all good then. Consent is key.
Great. Have any products gotten a smiley face yet? Um, we'll have some soon.
Crystal tossed two green popcorn pieces into her mouth.
This batch tastes pretty good, but not as good as batch 47. What do you think? 47? Um, which one was that again?
Oh, Sotheby doesn't do like the experimental method. Uh, I guess that makes sense. She did seem like she's a little bit scatterbrained, so she might be more of an improvisational genius. In terms of alchemy, more than she is like a scientist.
The batch that grew blue fur, I think. Oh, those ones. They did look odd, but they certainly tasted the best. Let's go by that recipe as a starting point and adjust them there. I think we still have some left. Oh, they're right here.
Sotheby scoops a spoonful of blue popcorn and puts it into her mouth.
Ah, goodness. This side effect of sweetness.
Oh, she collapsed. The churning feeling in her stomach is unbearable. Crystalla watches Sotheby, wishing she could get out of bed to help her poor friend. And Sotheby, writhing on the floor from abdominal pain, looks up at the ceiling.
Huh? Hey, hey, what's happening? Why is everything spinning? Oh no, you ate too much, Sotheby. Do you remember what you added to that batch? Belladonna? Yes, lots of belladonna. Eat.
Oh,
Oh goodness, am I on the outer island? Oh goodness, am I on the outer island? Am I whizzing headfirst in the great legend of Typhon and his magical kingdom?
Crystalla looks at her friend, then at the blue popcorn on the table. That's poison.
Typhon's kingdom. Wait for me.
She pulls herself out of her bed, and picks up a few pieces of popcorn and puts them in her mouth. No, Crystallo, what are you doing?
Uh, uh, Typhon? Whoa, so dizzy.
Oh no! She almost ran the circle before collapsing to the ground. Not good, not good. Wee woo, need an adult. She's not fun to let go, but at this moment, she has to try.
Wait. Oh. Oh, yes. I see it too. It's Typhon. Little black doll. It is spinning, Miss Sotheby. It's spinning. How fun. Yes, Miss Costello. Spinning, so much spinning.
From dawn to dusk, the ecosystem in the suitcase changes multiple times. The nightlight shines through the room, illuminating the table filled with potions and popcorn samples, the floor piled with experimental instruments, medical supplies, and colorful trash, and the two girls lying among them. To the girls, the ceiling seems like a night sky dotted with stars, and the air smells pleasantly sweet. Their hallucinations make the ordinary intriguing.
Honestly, Miss Costello, you are the most knowledgeable person I ever met. I officially declare you my most admired person. After Typhon, of course. I'm not all that special. I just have, I just have a lot of time to read, given how much time I spend in bed.
Sincerity flows like water between them.
Actually, if you don't mind, I want to tell you something. Of course! I don't mind. Really? Of course! You're my good friend. I wouldn't mind a thing from a good friend. Well, actually, before starting new experiments, I'd never tasted a snack before. Really? Yes. The nurses always told me that snacks are bad for my health. You never even tried one. Not even one. Wow! I I want to try them. All of them. The new cinnamon candies, cheese sauce, pizza rolls, and those gummy rings you can wear on your fingers. Sorry, am I talking too much? I suppose they're all ordinary to you, right? Wow!
She pauses.
Actually, I'm the same as you. Huh? Although I've seen some of them, I've never eaten those snacks either.
That explains a lot, actually.
Miss April, the cook, would follow strict recipes and
Hang on, need to do it again.
Miss April, the cook, would follow strict recipes, and Mr. Carson recorded everything I ate.
Oh, she never cooked for herself. That makes sense. She's a she's a rich lady. Even though she's an alchemist, she might not have had the time or given the chance to like do these things. She never needed to. You know.
They were ever so serious, so I never ate anything they didn't want me to. So, so you haven't had any of those snacks either? No, not even once. No.
Crisalla rolls over.
So, when the kids outside say, "Today we're going to buy butternut candy or cinnamon candy," what do you do? How do you respond? Respond? What are you talking about? No one's ever said that to me.
Aw, they haven't had many friends their age, I guess. I mean, Sotheby was surrounded by a lot of people who loved her, but um, it's possible that Sonetto and Verdon were the closest things to like friends her age, and that whole trauma might not have been the best for building a childhood. So I'm glad that she's making friends with Cristallo and Eagle and then the twins and all the others, of course, in the suitcase.
Those kids outside never said that to you? Kids outside?
Yep. Topical says I'm preparing good activities. By the way, love that background music in Reverse 999 when it kicks in. Right? It always kicks in during an emotional moment. Um, but it can also kick in even in sadder moments. So there's like a strange um, melancholy to this particular piece of music because it's not just like um, heartfelt; it is contemplative. I could name a few examples, but then I would spoil a lot of stories. But yeah, listen up for this song for sure. And right now, there's like a bittersweet moment because like they're making friends, but they're talking about how they haven't had a lot of friends up to this point. Yeah, during the Vienna update. Very quickly though, just want to go ahead and shout out Dot Pixel here. You can go ahead and find Dot Pixel at Dot Pixel Monarchs um, channel on Twitch here. You can get that follow right here, right now, in the heart of the chat.
Yes. Outside the hospital room? Or outside the room? The kids outside. You know, the kids who laughed and played outside the window every day when you were younger?
So the B blinks.
You mean those goons from Jupiter's army?
A meteor streaks across the sky, and dandelion seeds gather their strength to fly. A secret is stirring in the air. Part 3. Behavioral Etiquette. Shh, Mom. There's always a secret here. One of us is bound to find it. child, Sotheby.
Sotheby's Diary, April 14th. Tomorrow is my 7th birthday. I love birthdays. On birthdays, there are big cakes and lots of people, and we can all play together. Mr. Carson promised me that when I turn 7, I can go out to play. Wow, can you imagine it? Going out? Not the door to my room, but the big door to the house. I can't wait. I want to go out now. Anyway, just one more day until I turn 7. I can't wait.
Hmm. Is it dangerous outside?
Sotheby's Diary, April 16th.
Ooh, only later.
Can you believe it? I slept through it.
Oh, what?
My birthday. I slept through it. I slept through the whole day. What happened? I don't remember a thing. Mr. Carson won't tell me, so I'll just have to guess. I remember having a dream. In the dream, there were four-legged bees screaming. Their feet were covered in mud, and my hands and bottom were covered in mud too. And I remember laughter. Whose laughter is it? Oh, children! Children my age! But why are they laughing?
Oh, they were laughing at you, Sotheby.
Are they laughing at me? Why are they laughing at me? Ah, I understand. They are rats, little ones. I get it. They must be here looking for Typhon. Typhon wants to defeat the evil Jupiter, and the little rats are Jupiter's henchmen, here to help him fight. Huh? The outside world is indeed dangerous, but it's so interesting. Oh, but Mr. Carson told me that my parents won't let me go out alone anymore.
So, you don't really have many friends, do you? Mission accomplished. Everything appears to be stable in the suitcase. Everyone is either entertaining themselves or resting.
Before she can finish speaking, a huge explosion erupts in Sotheby's room.
Except for one unit.
Thick smoke billows out from the room, the twins coming out of it, laughing.
Hey, Lisa and Louise? Do you know what Sotheby's up to? Sorry, today's my turn to patrol the suitcase. Patrol the suitcase? Lisa's never heard of that, and Louise never heard of that either. It's just a personal mission. The important thing is Miss Sotheby's room safe now? Is there any damage? Miss Sotheby and Miss Cristal are inventing new popcorn. Popcorn! Are they together? Yes, they're together. Good friends should play together. He? Right.
Eagle, you can join them, you know.
Good friends should play together. There's nothing wrong with that.
Little Scott frowns.
But Miss Cristallo is so fragile, and Miss Sotheby is the most mischievous child in this camp.
You're also a child, Eagle. She shakes her head in an attempt to dismiss her worries.
I shouldn't think like that. Yes, always look on the bright side. They do seem happy together. Yes, happiness is always a good thing.
Addison called cuts to their conversation.
Excuse me, pardon me. The 50th experimental product is ready.
The sound of stumbling feet comes within the smoke.
I can't see it. This is the perfect formula.
The green whirlwind of a girl breaks through the smoke, appearing before her friends.
Miss Sotheby, are you still working that popcorn thing?
Popping candy popcorn? Yes. Would you like to try some? I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Oh, feel the love. Yes, yes, feel the love. At least Miss Costello would describe it that way.
Eagle takes one from Sotheby.
It tastes really good. It has a strong corn flavor.
Hmm. It does taste good, but where are you getting all the corn? There clearly already corn in the suitcase.
Oh, corn. I don't use any corn. That's the magic of it. There's a strong corn flavor there without using corn at all. And it can make people dance, sing, and dream. La la la.
Lisa and Louise exchange puzzled looks.
Yes, I add corn essence, cinnamon powder, orange peel, soda powder, belladonna.
That last one.
Wait, belladonna?
Toad powder.
Poisons.
Yes, belladonna makes people happy, and toad powder makes them spit colorful bubbles.
Yeah, good poison.
Aren't they poisonous?
Oh, Eagle could help. Eagle knows how to like poison plants. Worry starts to overtake her.
Poisonous? What are you talking about? I did it 100 times, and I'm totally fine. It couldn't possibly be poisonous.
That's... You build an immunity, my friend. I think that something is off, so Deepa lets a piece of popcorn to her mouth. There's a light burp, filling the air with a sweet scent.
It tastes good, but isn't quite making all the jump up and down.
Because you've built an immunity. Eagle looks at the popcorn in her hand, and at Sotheby. She takes a deep breath.
Miss Sotheby,
Yes?
Ladies' Code of Conduct, Revised Edition. Chapter 3. Manners and Etiquette.
I. Although I like you very much, and you've helped us all a lot, I still have something to tell you. I hope you will consider keeping some distance from Miss Costello. What you're doing could be harmful to her health.
The air suddenly feels thick.
Well, what are you talking about? What I mean to say is that your relationship might not be good for Costello as a patient.
Sotheby has never been confronted with doubt.
But I assure you, the refined and processes I use can't even harm a day-old tattooworm.
Always show calm and kindness towards others.
There is no way to be sure. All I know is that Timekeeper warned us that her health is very fragile and that we shouldn't interfere with her treatment.
Sotheby gives Eagle a wide-eyed stare.
Miss Eagle, don't you trust me?
Eagle touches her face, shifting her gaze away from Sotheby.
Lisa doesn't like this. Louise doesn't like this either.
The twins pout, tucking each other's sleeves. The two girls stand face to face, neither willing to give in to the other.
Did I hear mention of the timekeeper? Miss Masan!
Thank goodness, an adult has arrived. Miss Masson looks over and smiles.
Forgive me for eavesdropping. It sounds like you're having a disagreement. Am I right?
Miss Masson grants the girls to ensure that she fully understands the situation. After hearing their explanation, she sighs. She says, "Have the ego on this one, I'm afraid."
Perhaps, Sotheby. Perhaps. They're right.
Huh?
She looks up at Miss Masson in confusion. Facing this judgment, she sniffs, trying to pull tears from her eyes to gain a little sympathy. But adults always try to reason, to rationalize.
I know it's difficult for you to accept right now, but maybe because Solo doesn't like being disturbed? Allowing her more time to rest and interrupting her less often is what's best for her right now. How about it, Sotheby?
Sotheby's fingers slightly twist up in her skirt. She lowers her head as she tries to control her breathing. Everyone watches on in silence. Eagle frowns, still reflecting on their conversation. Finally, Sotheby moves.
But you don't understand how amazing she is, or what she means to me. She taught me the difference between a steak and a cow, even though I always thought they were essentially the same thing. She also taught me what a baby dingo neck is called. It's a frog? Frog? Frog! She's the most knowledgeable person I've ever met. It's incredible. Not a unicorn that has to be protected or some lazy blobfish that lies around all day.
Eagle changes a look with Lisa and Louise, thinks for a moment, then gently speaks.
But steak is just meat from a cow, and frogs are always called frogs. That's just common knowledge, isn't it?
Common?
A hint of confusion flashed across her face. How sheltered is Sotheby?
Yeah, there are things you know from birth, right? Oh dear.
No, from birth.
Yes?
There's an awkward pause. Sotheby stands stunned. Oh, it's here already? Jeez. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it arrived a lot quicker than I thought it would, so yeah, here we are. We got coffee in hand and well, sorry about that. We got coffee in hand and Sotheby is left holding the bill here. As she realizes that she may have been impeding her friend's recovery. That's a little bit sad. He never wants to like spend time and have fun with their friends, but there are times where you just kind of have to leave them be. But if that's for too long, like, are you really helping them? Like, is survival more important than living? Maybe there's a healthy balance between the two, you know? The thing that really complicates though is not the friendship. The friendship is like good. What complicates it is that Costello is like a sick patient and does need that quiet environment like I said and not too much stimulation. But they can't just like take away stimulation entirely because that will have the opposite effects, I think. There are studies that show that the mindset and optimism of a patient does affect how their body um, keeps being productive in the way it heals itself. That's good stuff. Okay, continuing on here. Sotheby stands stunned.
Alright, well, what do we think about the other way around? What do you mean to her?
Me? I.
She ponders for a moment.
I. I tell us stories about Typhon. Anyone who hears Typhon's stories is quickly filled with courage.
Typhon?
Eagle mutters the name to herself. A wind blows, ushering in silence once again. 2. In social interactions, one must be mindful, moderate, and behave in a decent manner.
And what is Typhon exactly?
One must have a stable temper and never vent anger on others.
Oh, you're later than usual. Were you having trouble mixing the materials this time?
Huh? Oh, yes.
Yes.
He's a bit dazed.
Hey, what's wrong? What happened?
Crystal shakes her IV stand, making a gentle clicking sound.
Uh, nothing. Nothing. Alright, let's begin. Which hash are we on? The 52nd. Okay, let me see.
Miss Sotheby?
So they spit on the room, as if looking for something. Her skirt skips across the table, knocking the glassware off it. The glass tips over, liquid inside spilling onto the floor and making a terrible mess.
Miss Sotheby!
Sorry, I. Sorry.
The overhead light starts to flicker. The two of them look up in alarm. But it isn't just the light. Every electrical device in the room starts to flicker. The desk lamp, the radio, the radiation therapy device. With the last electrical device dead, the room plunges into darkness. No!
A power gun?
Oh goodness, is it my eyes or has Demon Artaro finally arrived?
Don't panic, Miss Sotheby. It's not a demon. It's just a power outage.
A power outage? You mean a Thunderbird attack?
No. Nothing that serious. It's just a circuit malfunction.
Are you sure? It looks just like one. Oh, Sotheby knows how to deal with Thunderbirds. Sotheby knows.
I think you must have spilled that concoction on the plug socket. It probably caused a short circuit. It's not a big deal. It'll be fixed soon. Don't worry.
Circuit? Short circuit? Wow, you really know a lot.
It's nothing. Just common knowledge.
In the darkness, Sotheby blinks.
Common knowledge, you say? Yes, that's right.
Like something you've known since birth.
Something like that.
Crystal gives a soft sigh.
I've spent my whole life surrounded by electronic medical devices, you know? I'm familiar with how they work. At night, when I'm alone, I can even hear their breathing.
The liquid on the floor quickly solidifies, and as the power slowly returns, one light after another comes back on. The brief moment of panic is over. The brief moment of panic is over. In the faint light, a burnt smell lingers in the air.
See, Miss Sotheby? Everything's fine now. It's a circuit self-protection mechanism. It automatically cuts off when there's danger. Miss Sotheby? So... So you probably don't know what Typhon is either.
The filament of the light above continues to make a noisy, electric buzz.
Hmm? What are you talking about? Haven't we just been adventuring in Typhon's mythical kingdom together? How could I forget his heroic deeds? Hmm, maybe it is true. Miss Cristal doesn't know what Typhon is either. Hey, what are you talking about? What's wrong? You've been acting strange ever since you came back.
It isn't just Sotheby who feels something is wrong. A familiar feeling overwhelms Cristallo, a bad feeling. At first, it's dull dizziness, then her breathing becomes rapid, and her vision starts to darken. She can distinctly feel her body weakening as she begins to lose consciousness.
Sotheby. Sotheby. Alright, I admit it. I'm feeling a bit sad, but I don't know why. Sotheby, can you help me? I know exactly what Typhon is. But what if she doesn't? How do I introduce them to them? How do I tell this story? What if the others don't? So, Sotheby, what if Typhon isn't the same others as he is to me? What if, what if others see that I can't? Then how do we become friends? Huh? Cristallo!
Oh boy.
You can ring my bell.